Good morning, honorable members and officials.
Morning, Chair.
Morning, Secretary.
Good morning, Chair.
Morning. Have we managed to connect, Secretary, all of us?
We do form a quorum, Chair.
Yes, I can see from the gadget. And yes. Okay. The meeting is officially opened. Honorable members and also officials, I wish to welcome everybody during this important month. We know that
Recording
we
in
are
progress.
about to finish because today it's the 30th, which we are closing the transport month and also the elderly month. Though there's nothing much that we have done for the elderly people, and also we haven't managed to finish the programs of the transport. As you have heard that transport is really a challenge because they don't abide with the laws and also regulations of driving. But we mustn't throw a towel on that. We must keep on making awareness where we stay and in our PCOs in terms of they mustn't drink and drive and also they mustn't speed. Yes, of course, we know that even the traffic officers now are afraid to stand on the roads because they are being extorted. And the extortion is all over, and it is supposed to have been kept in a way that it stops. Otherwise, it was not nice to have the accidents, especially the scholar transport. You find out that kids have lost their lives in numbers because of these ventures and Mahindras and all these type of transport modes that they are using. I wish also to say that elderly people are very important in our lives. We are supposed to honor their privacy and also make sure that according to the act and the bill that we have just passed, it is said that older person must be prioritized in institutions or like clinics, banks, shops, but you don't see younger people doing exactly that. They just force themselves in the queues and older persons are disadvantaged. They are being also abused in their homes, and we have to guard against that. Know your neighbor as you know yourself, because sometimes older persons are afraid to report the cases. In police stations, they are being laughed by the police and said that this one has got a dementia, whilst you know that she or he is being abused at home. So as people that are standing for the communities, because people are trusting us, so we must at least try ourselves in your area or community or in your street. You must make sure the older person, you visit them and you encourage them to live better life than the life that they are being living in the country. With all the short welcome, I would love to say to honorable members, today it mustn't be a long meeting. It must be just a short meeting because the report has been forwarded to us at least 2 days before, 3 days before. So you might at least have been read it and also noted the additions and also the amendments. So we'll be very fast today in our meeting. Can I then check whether the secretary has flighted the agenda. And then the second item is apologies. Can we get the apologies, secretary? Over to you.
Thank you, Chair. We received the following apologies. We received an apology from the Deputy Minister who's unable to attend as he is currently abroad. Then we've also received an apology from Mr. Kwankwa, but I see Mr. Kwankwa is on the platform, Chair. So those are the apologies received, Chair. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Is the minister with us?
No, Chair.
He's not with us, and the
No, Chair.
deputy is not with us. Okay, thank you. Then that also allows us to just go straight to the officials. Are there any apologies from the side of the officials? No. No. Secretary? None?
None, Chair.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. And we are a quorum. Can we check the attendance, who's present, who's not? Can you just do a roll call?
Can I just indicate the members who are here, Chair?
Yes.
It's Mbana, Hassan, Mofokeng, Milam, Papti, Paulson, Mbata, Tring, Kwankwa, and Komani, Chair.
Didn't you say Mr. Nkwangwa
And
apologized?
Mr. Nkosi. He
But
did,
I am
Chair.
here. I'm on the line.
He is there.
I'm on the
Chair.
line,
He's on
Chair,
the platform.
on the platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Thank
Mr.
you very
Nkosi is
much.
also on the platform, Chair.
Okay. Thank you very much, Secretary. Then let's proceed to whilst the adoption of the agenda is not appearing, but let's agree that the proposed agenda is in front of us. Can I get a hand that adopt the agenda and get the seconder? Honorable Fassi?
Adoption of the agenda.
Do you hear her? Because she seemed to have a network problem, but I suppose that she is saying she adopts the agenda. I don't know whether other members have managed to hear her.
No, we could
Secretary,
not
do you
hear
manage
her.
to-
We could not hear her.
Now I think that we didn't hear. Honorable Fasia, can you report? Can you get in again? Okay, she's not there now. I could pick it up that she's having. Honorable Vusinkosi?
Thank you, Chair. Chairperson, I'm not sure if I should be adopting the agenda because I hear members say they could not properly hear Honorable Fasia.
Yes, yes, you have to adopt the agenda because we couldn't pick her, and she is no more in the platform for now. She will join us, definitely is having the network problem. So please, will you adopt the agenda?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Yes, I also propose to adopt the agenda as it is, Chair. Thank you.
Chair,
Okay.
I propose to support also even further on Mr. Nkosi.
Who's that?
That is Sipombata. I'm proposing to second,
Oh,
Honorable
it's
Nkosi.
written. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. But your gadget has been made as CIO. Thank you very much, Honorable Sipombat. The agenda has been adopted by Honorable Nkosi and seconded by Honorable iPhone. Excuse me. Okay, then can we proceed to the agenda? That is the next item after the adoption. It's tabling of the Nuclear Energy Summit that we attended in Pretoria. Okay, the process that we will take on this one, we will request whoever is flighting it to move page by page, so that if there are any amendments and also additions, we can have enough time. Thank you very much, Mr. Flighter or Miss Flighter, who are on the introduction and also page 1. Is there anything that to add or subtract on this page? Go up and we look at the people.
Mr. Milam's
that
hand is up, Chair. Rico here.
Yes.
Mr. Milam.
Yes,
Chair.
Mr.
Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Myla.
Thank you, Chair. In the second paragraph of the introduction, it's just a tense, the way that the sentence is constructed. About halfway down, it says, the minister will engage with the nuclear industry. It should read, the minister engaged with the nuclear industry.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair.
I think they are noting that all corrections. And then can we look at the members that attended the summit? Is there anyone who has been left out? No one. Okay, scroll up. Thank you.
Sorry, Chair.
Yes.
On the members, it's Mr. Paulson.
Who has been left out, ne?
No, it's just the spelling.
Left the in. Thank you very much, Mr.
Spelling.
Milam.
The spelling, Miss Honorable Paulson. Oh, how do you spell Paulson? Okay, it has been corrected, ne? Okay, thank you. Scroll up. Scroll up. Thank you. Opening remarks of the minister. Go up.
Deputy Minister, Chair.
Deputy Minister. The deputy, the spelling. The Deputy Minister. Thank you very much. Go up. Go up. Thank you. Anything there? Nothing. Can you scroll up? Keynote address by the minister. Is okay. Go up. Those that were present will always assist in this. Remember that not all of us attended that, but we will also assist. Go up. Okay. That's page 3. And then can you go to the next page? Status and value of nuclear energy for Africa. Is it Mr. Khrosi? I can't remember the name of that lady. It's fine. Go up. The country moves. Okay, go up. Don't be fast, don't be fast. Okay, that's page 5. The status of nuclear energy in the Republic of South Africa. Go up. Go up. That's the objective. Thank you. Page 6 and go up. There were different panel discussion that happened, but I'm sure we don't have to break them accordingly into those, but try to summarize their discussions and questions that were being asked. Go up. Remember that it was not only South Africa that has attended that summit. There were also other countries. That's why we always talk about South Africa and made mention of SA. Go up. Readiness of the industry for small modular reactors. Go up. That's page 8. Remember, it was the whole day summit. In fact, it was 2 days. Go up. Go up. That's page 9. Policy in relation to regulatory consideration, international best practices. Go up. Go up. That's page 11. Go up. Way forward. Let's go to recommendations. There are the recommendations. They have been stated clearly on what the summit recommends. Okay. Now I think number 9 is the last recommendation that finalizes the summit on the day. Are there any amendments, any additions, and any other thing that you would love to add in terms of that day, those that were present in the summit? It is a pity for those that couldn't attend, because really it was like a school and like a workshop that we attended in UCT. Everything came to be clear after each and every panel explained the nuclear power and the disadvantages and advantages of them. Okay, can we request honorable members to comment, say whatever that they would love to say, so that we can consider this report?
Mr. Milam's hand is raised, Chair.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair.
Let me first. Yes, it's you.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, just a couple of comments. Well, first a comment and then some suggestions in terms of the recommendations. The comment that I would make is that firstly, it didn't really discuss the disadvantages of nuclear power. It was rather a one-sided event put forward by the nuclear industry and the nuclear lobbyists. Now, I don't have a problem with that, but it certainly didn't do the pros and cons. And that I think that we need to recommend, and this is where my suggestions as far as the recommendations come in, that future nuclear summits invite civil society to participate and make inputs as to their positions with regard to nuclear power. The second recommendation that I want to include or propose is that there be greater transparency around nuclear procurement, nuclear decision-making, and the processes involved therewith, particularly the financial processes of nuclear procurement. So those would be the two. And then I just want to propose a slight amendment to one of the recommendations. It's not a major one. I'll let Erika finish typing, then I'll give you that one.
Okay.
So
yeah, I would like you, Honorable Malam, to explain what do you mean when you say the summits that will be held by ourselves, to do the pros and cons, because that one was at the high level, So can I get you clearly that when you say the pros and cons should be dealt with, do you mean
Chair.
that because we have workshopped, so now we have as ourselves to workshop the communities or the stakeholders?
Chair, the summit was hosted by the Department of Electricity and Energy and the Ministry. It wasn't hosted by us as the Portfolio Committee. So we need to make a recommendation to the department that those summits should, in the future, include civil society to provide a more balanced perspective. It was a scientific and technical approach, and it didn't really consider the other side of the equation. In other words, the environmental, the social, and the financial impacts of nuclear power. Now, again, this is not to say that nuclear power is bad, but that scientific is only one aspect of the broader considerations that we need to take into account when we're considering nuclear power as an option for South Africa. So I'm happy with the recommendation as Erika has captured there. Chair, the one slight amendment that I want to propose is on recommendation 9, where it talks about nuclear fuel, spent nuclear fuel. Apart from nuclear fuel, there's other radioactive material. For example, we recently heard at Koeberg about the radioactivity of the steam generators and how those need to be disposed of. So I'm not quite sure how we can capture that, maybe, and other nuclear waste.
Okay.
Chairperson.
Okay. Yeah.
Chairperson.
No?
It's Honorable Mbati.
Okay.
Chairperson, I have no idea how we are going to amend drastically a report which, according to the proceedings of the conference, it was about the conference. I don't think it is fair to amend drastically and even change the tone of something that happened and make it much more broader than what happened. I think in terms of the profile of the conference and who attended the conference, it may have been informed by the objectives of the ministry. Maybe what we could do, we can create a side comment to then encapsulate what my honorable member is actually including. But as what showcases the conference, I don't think it is fair to actually include drastic things that were not part of the conference. This is a report. It actually should be a representation of the conference. If we are to suggest something, let's maybe create a completely separate section where we can comment on those things we would like to recommend. But as a representation of the conference, I think let's leave it as is. Thank you, Chairperson.
Okay.
Chairperson.
Honorable Papti.
Thank you, Chairperson, and good morning, colleagues. Chairperson, the recommendations do not come from the conference itself. The recommendations come from the committee. Therefore, it's important that these recommendations include everything, all the views of the committee. And full support of Honourable Malham's proposals or suggestions and additions to the recommendations, because these are recommendations arising from the conference report. Now, the conference report has not been amended other than minor grammatical or other changes. But the recommendations are the essential part for us as a committee, that we capture in those recommendations what is important to us as representatives of the people. And it's essential that we include both sides of the nuclear spectrum in terms of people's views on how we should proceed in the nuclear space. So I want to second Honourable Malham's amendments to the recommendations. I think they're absolutely essential. We know that there have been a lot of complaints coming out of the public sector in terms of transparency around nuclear, and that the objective is then to address those concerns. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, if we are now entering a space whereby we have to make a decision about these comments, I will want to register my objection to the comments and the additions.
Now, before debating and discussing this further, there's no need for, I will take the ruling part. Let me just give Honorable Paulson.
Thank you very much, Chair. I agree with the Honourable Mbata that if we're going to come with recommendations, and I would then recommend that if we have to decide between whether nuclear is viable as opposed to renewables or a mixture of the two, that we also look at other facets of our choices of energy sources, in the sense that in terms of renewables, what are the other issues, and how does it contribute to empowerment of poorer communities? What is the contribution from the renewables over and above just providing an energy source, whereas nuclear involves so much more and can include so many more people in terms of advancement and empowerment. We have to weigh up all those, and because these are considerations, and we have to include. We can't just allow a position where nuclear is going to be shot down in favor of something else, and then we're not looking critically at other energy sources as well. We're just saying, no, it's renewable, and we're not looking at what happens to those solar panels once it becomes redundant and can no longer use. We're going to have mountains of used solar panels, whereas the waste from nuclear energy is far more, can be contained far better than the waste from renewables. So we have to look at all of those issues regarding a particular energy source that we are going to choose. Thank you very much, Chairperson.
Okay.
Chair.
Thank you very much, honorable members. You know what? This is a report. The report, it's things that took place on the day. The recommendations and all the stuff, all the report. But it doesn't, I will say it matters not whether to add or not to add, as long as we are aware that we also wish that this thing of the nuclear should be published or consult the stakeholders in terms of making the awareness of this. Even ourselves, we were saying we have to make the awareness in terms of what is this nuclear in terms of because we didn't even know on what is the meaning. So it matters not, man, to debate this thing. It is also in our mind that it is critical for us. That is exactly why I was asking whether it will be us, including the department, to make the awareness of this nuclear power, because no one knows about it in terms of I don't want to use the word that was used, the pros and cons. I just want to say the advantages and disadvantages of this. So let's not get into that summit as if we were in that summit again. Thank you very much, Mr. Trey. I can see your hand.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. Chair, I think firstly, I'm a little disappointed that I wasn't able to attend the summit, but reading the report, and I want to agree that when it comes to recommendations, these are recommendations of the committee, and any member of the committee is welcome to make amendments to the recommendation or even additions to the recommendation. Any member, should they feel that these particular recommendations need to go in to reflect perhaps a more accurate and a more broader view of the committee's views. So I don't think that there's anything wrong whenever there are recommendations of a particular report. Any member of the committee is welcome and should be welcome to make the amendments. Doesn't necessarily mean that the amendments must be accepted, but it does mean, as you've indicated, Chair, that committee members can actually make recommendations or amendments to those recommendations. So I thought I would just wanted to add that, Chair. Thank you.
That you not to debate further. I think it is enough, and we have all of us that were present and those that were not present to note and know that the awareness is necessary. We pass this by considering it, and also with all the corrections and everything that can I see the head? We agreed that we have done this report because we will have to table it in the parliament that we once visited the Koeberg, the summit and also the Koeberg. So can I get the hand from honorable members without wasting time and also checking, delaying the process? Otherwise, it is a good report, really, because it was very tiring and it was very fruitful and informative.
Chair,
Honorable,
I will support, provided it's not including any of the additionals that have been cited.
okay.
Sorry,
For
Chair.
now,
No, you can't.
no. This is a meeting like any other day. One has to be identified. I've got a gadget that I'm able to see hands here. Because if you just talk and talk and talk, the other one is also talking, you will make me very a little bit confused. Let me first note the hands. Honorable Moses and Moses, I beg, wait for your chance to be given to you. Thank you very much for that. The hands are like in my gadget. It's Comrade Mufugen and Comrade Bapti. Otherwise, this one of Honorable Malem is a legacy hand.
It's
Can
not
I
a
give
legacy
this?
hand, Chair. Sorry, it's
It's
not a
a new
legacy hand.
Okay. Then let's give the Honorable Masejo. Honorable Mufuge.
Morning, Chair, and greetings to honorable members. Chair, I'm now a little bit confused. I don't know where we are now. Are we adopting the report or what, Chairperson?
Yes, I requested people honorable members to adopt the report, and also because we have read it and also we did all what was corrected in terms of spelling and whatever grammar that was there, we did it.
Okay, thank you, Chair. I then move for the adoption of the report. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Mufugen. Honorable Bapti.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, the report as we see it before us now with those recommendations, I will second the motion to adopt.
You will second, okay. Honorable, yes. Okay, thank you. The report has been adopted and also seconded by Honorable Bapti with the corrections that have been done. Okay, let's pass to the next item. Secretary.
Yeah, Lee is doing the driving, Chair. It's not me.
Yeah?
Lee is driving, Chair.
Driving what?
The presentation. The presentations, Chair.
I can't even hear you. Can we get to the next item, Secretary? What is
Yes,
the next item?
it's on, Chair. It's the report for on the Koeberg oversight visit.
Okay, thank
Would
you
you like me
very
to
much.
take you through?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take the members
Let's
through. Okay,
just
on page 1, it's just the background. And then number 2 is the composition of the delegation. Members must just check if they happy with that, the members of parliament. That was on oversight. This was on the 10th of October. Everybody happy? Okay, can I go? I'll go on. That's page 1. Then page 3, it's the introduction. Page 4 is, point 4 is the Koeberg nuclear power plant. 4.1, introduction of the Koeberg nuclear power plant. This just gives an overview of Koeberg. 4.2 is nuclear power. That just gives a background of what nuclear power is. 4.3 is the uranium, the fuel for nuclear power station. Just gives an overview again of the nuclear fuel and how it works. This is an overview of the nuclear fission process. That's page 3. Then on page 4, we have the pressurized water reactor, the process that that drives the nuclear fusion and how it generates power. Then 4.5 is the control and generation of the power plant. That's page 4. And then page 5, we have the containment building, how big it is, how thick the walls are. 4.6, 4.7 is about the safety of the design of Koeberg power station, all the levels of safety that we were taken through in the presentation. That's page 5. And page 6, we talk about waste management, the nuclear fuel waste, and we talk about the different types of fuel that we have, low-level waste, intermediate-level waste, and then the use of spent fuel at Koeberg, and then the high-level waste and where they're stored. That's on page 6. 4.9, we talk about Valputs, where they store the spent fuel, the nuclear fuel. And then 4.10, talk about the environment and what Koeberg is doing to maintain the environment around them. 0.5 is then the power generated by the nuclear power plant. That's on page 7 and 8. And then 0.6, we're looking at the Koeberg nuclear power plant long-term operation. This just gives a background of the long-term operation and what's happening with regards to the steam generator replacement program to extend the life of Koeberg. That's stuff we went through already. That's on page 9. And then we come on page 10 to observations and discussions. I don't know if you want to go through these, Jay, or shall I just go over it? Okay, I'll leave that to members. That's observations and discussions that was had by members. That's on page 10 and 11. And then on page 12, we have 0.6, which is the simulated demonstration that we were taken to. And then page 7, 0.7, we come to recommendations. That's on page 12. So I'll just go through the recommendations. So it is recommended that the Minister of Electricity and Energy should address all important deviations in aging management activities in preparation for safe long-term operation, the LTO, raised by the international, that's the IAEA, I think that's the International Atomic Energy Agency. Yes, I think that's the safety aspects of long-term operation, SALTO mission. And then next point, prioritize and ensure that the energy availability factor, EAF, of the Koeberg nuclear power plant is improved. Ensure that there is a sufficient pipeline of nuclear specialists / operators at the plant. Develop reasonably practicable safety upgrades to enhance the safety of the plant. Strengthen and improve cooperation between the various national, provincial, and local spheres of government relating to the safety preparedness at the plant, and ensure sufficient arrangements and emergency preparedness for effective and adequate response in the case of a nuclear accident. Okay, that's the report, Chair.
Chair. Chairperson.
Hello.
Yes, Chair. I would like to propose the adoption of the report.
Sorry, Chair, on a point of order. Chair?
Chair?
Call just to check who's muted.
Let me just check quickly, where is the chair?
Seems that we've lost the chair.
I don't know what
Yeah.
has happened
Oh,
because I'm here in the parliament, but simply
you're breaking up, Chair. Chair? I think Chair went out quickly. Probably coming back now.
hello, honorable members.
There we go, Chair.
Yes, Chair.
Okay. All right, thank you. Sorry for what has happened. I don't know because I am here at Parliament. Seemingly the network goes in and out. Thank you very much, Lee. We have managed to get the report, but what I would love to request from honorable members, let's get into the report and comments. I think I'm back in the platform. Can I note hands first? I see the hand of Milliam and also Honorable Bapti. Those are the two hands. Can I
And
give
Sister Maya.
Honorable? I beg yours.
Can I proceed, Chair?
Chair? Yeah, it looks as if Chair was kicked out of the system. Wait, there's
Yes,
his trying.
I am back. I don't know what's happening. I'm here in Parliament. I don't know what is happening. So can we then continue that we have had the report being tabled by Lee? Can we then get the hands? I said the first hand that I saw is Honorable Milan and also followed by Honorable Bapti.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, my first point is on the observations under the second bullet. It's just a correction. I think Unit 1 was finished in August 2023, not 2024.
Unit 1?
On the second bullet point, it says members sought clarification why Unit 1 was finished in August 2024. It was actually, I think, August 2023.
Okay.
And then Chair, if we can go to the recommendations, I have no issues with any of the recommendations. I do think that there is still a concern. In the report, it notes that Eskom feel that there is no need to report on why a unit tripped. However, when they report on other power plants, in other words, for example, when a unit trips at Kusile, it's reported in the system operator report on a Friday morning that unit 3 at Kusile has tripped, and it gives a reason for that. They did not do it in the case of Koeberg. And Mr. Featherstone said, no, he doesn't feel that that's necessary. However, from a national or from a public interest perspective, I think it's important that there be that level of transparency with regard to units tripping and the cause thereof. Secondly, Chairperson, I think that we should ask that the Minister of Electricity and Energy should provide a comprehensive review of all financial costs associated with the LTO project. In other words, how much did we actually spend on LTO? And that's both direct and indirect costs. It's been very, very difficult to get an answer out of Eskom in that regard. Thank you, Chair. Those are the two suggestions that I want to make.
Honorable Babti.
Thank you, Chair. I'm covered under the 2 points raised by my colleague. On page 11, the second to last bullet talks about insurance liability. I think it's insurance for liability or liability insurance. I think there's just a grammatical error there to get the words the right way around. It's liability insurance or insurance for liability. And I'm covered. That's all it is. Thank you very much, Chair.
Can you allow me to come in, Chair, please? Morning, Chair. I'm asking for your recognition, please. It's Lense.
Okay. Oh, okay. Lensel, hey. I know this one of Honorable Komani. Okay.
Yes. No. I know. Yes, has passed. The eyesight seem to be weak, and so your sight might be affected. Am I audible?
You are audible, but I didn't catch what you were saying.
I said no. That's why you can't see me. Yes, has passed. Maybe the sight might have been affected.
It's not
Okay.
about that.
All right, no.
Because I am always using Honorable Komani, not Lensel.
Okay,
I don't see your name.
Oh, thank you, my
Over
Chair.
to you, Honorable.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Let me start by greetings to my Chair, Secretary, and other fellow members of Parliament, Honorables. My point is just simple, my Chair. On the report, to me, it looks incomplete because of the register. The register is only displaying us as a committee. Then, so for my poor opinion, I was thinking if maybe for that we have never attended with ourselves. We attended with the Koeberg committee or team. Then so I thought of it is important to also have their names displayed, even contact if possible, but to keep the record that we have never attended alone. We were with people whom might be filling the register. But now when it comes to ourselves only as selves, it looks incomplete. Then that is the only point that I am proposing for even in future. If we met people, the register must explain that we met whom. And then even if we, in future, will have problems, we know where to do follow-ups or articulation. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. Then, Honorable Komani, with that addition, you are you saying that let's adopt the report with those amendments in terms of including the register of those people that were present?
Okay, thank you, Chair. I can't disturb the adoption. It is the point, I raised the point in future that if we met with people, it is very important to keep their records with our records as a register. Then so it's
yeah.
just a matter of a proposal for corrections, my Chair.
Okay. And then in terms of adopting, with that amendment that you have included?
Yes, and it will be included.
I'm asking about the adoption now of the report with the inclusions, okay, with the amendments that we have tabled.
Chair, I propose the adoption as amended.
I second
And who's
adoption.
that?
I second adoption, Chair, without amendments.
Okay.
We don't need to amend anything.
Sorry, Chair, on a point of order.
Chair,
No.
On a point of order.
Chair, on a point of order.
You know what? You
on a point
will
of order,
never
Chair.
make me up by talking this side and that other side.
Okay, it's right.
Give me a chance to chair the meeting and point you that so-and-so must talk now. It's his or her chance. Don't start by trying to mess me up. I will never allow that to happen. It's sort of undermining the person who's chairing. Okay. Let's give you Honorable Malem. I
Thank
see
you,
your
Chair.
hand.
My point of order is this. I proposed that the report as amended be adopted. You can't then second it without the amendments. You can either second that it be adopted as amended, or you can object. But you can't propose that it be seconded without the amendments. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't help the committee in any way to propose an alternative model in seconding
Honorable Malem, give me chance to chair this meeting. You have done your work by saying you adopt the agenda, the report with amendments. Give me an opportunity. Don't take us to workshop on how to deal with this report. I am able to chair this meeting until we finish it. I am requesting someone to second the report with the amendments.
I second the report with the amendment.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Komani and Honorable Milem adopted the report with amendments and also seconded by Honorable Komani. Is there any other thing that is on the agenda, Lee?
Yes, we still have the minutes, Chair, for the meeting where we met with the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy on the National Solar Water Heater Program.
Okay. Can you take
Okay, I'll go through it. Yeah, we had the meeting. It was split between the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy on the National Solar Water Heating Program, and then it was followed by the briefing by the Auditor General of South Africa on the entity's annual reports. Okay, so page 1 is just giving you the information. When we had the meeting on the 18th of September, it was a virtual meeting. And then on page 1 and page 2, it's the members that were present. So if you can go through members, we can go through it again, just to make sure. I'll just correct Honorable Paul Boylson's name. Just take this one. Okay. Apologies by members. And then here we have the ministry and DMRE officials and the officials from AXA that was present in the meeting. And then we have point 1 is the opening remarks by the chairperson. Point 2, adoption of the agenda. Point 3, the presentation made by the DMRE on the water heater solar project. And then point 4, the presentation by AXA. That's on page 3. And then page 4 goes into the discussions. First, we have the 5.1 is DMRE on the solar water heater project. That's the discussions. Members raised issues with regards to the solar water heater program. And then 5.2 on page 5 goes into the discussions with AXA, Auditor General of South Africa. And that takes us to, just make corrections here. Okay, that takes us to page 7, which was just the point 6 was the consideration adoption of minutes of the previous meeting. And then point 7 is the resolution. So the resolution is just the DMRE to forward the breakdown of figures relating to the carbon footprint of the solar water heater units as provided for by the manufacturers. That's the only resolution. And then the meeting was, point 8, the meeting was adjourned. That's the minutes, Chair.
Thank you very much, Lee. Can we then check whether are there corrections in the minutes so as to be able to adopt? And is it a true reflection of the day of the meeting? Let me check the hands. Honorable Paulsen's hand is up. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson, we also requested the department to provide us with contact details of where they distributed those solar water heaters, the municipalities, especially in the Western Cape, so that we could actually go and do oversight and see with our very own eyes that these solar water heaters were installed and that we are not just being told that they were installed. We have requested, and I think the minutes should indicate that request, because we have to do oversight. We cannot just accept that it's been done. It's been such a contentious issue for so long, and in order to satisfy ourselves that the work has actually been done, we need to go and verify, do oversight with our physically and see that it has been done. So it may be something we arrange as a committee, or if not, I will do it on my own to go and to the municipalities and actually verify, and they must show us where they've actually installed those solar heaters. And I suggest even members in other provinces do likewise, that we can actually go and see that the work has been done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Paulsen. And then, with all what you have added and commented on, what do you say in terms of the adoption of the minutes as a true reflection, or adoption of the minutes with amendments and what corrections? Honorable Paulsen. Honorable Paulsen. Am I audible?
Yes, Chair.
Where is Honorable Paulsen now? after his input. Is he still online?
Yes, Chair.
I don't see him. Okay, can we get the honorable member who's going to, Honorable Bapti?
Thank you, Chair. I will move the adoption.
Thank you. Is it because of the wind? Why is the network giving challenges? Honorable Bapti?
Chair, yes, thank you. I said I'll move for the adoption.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Bapti. Honorable Nkosi?
Thank you, Chair. I move with the secondment of the adoption of the agenda. Thank you.
You are seconding, okay. You are seconding. Thank you very much.
Of the report, Chair.
Yes. The report. We are in minutes now.
Yeah, this, yes, the minutes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, Chair. Thank you.
Okay. It's been added with amendments and also seconded by Honorable Nkosi. Anything from the agenda? Lee?
I think that's it. That's everything, Chair. Rico, that's everything.
That's it, Chair.
Secretary? Okay.
That's it, Chair. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The only thing that is left now, it's the closure of the meeting. Otherwise, you were so good and you can make time. We've never have a meeting within 1.5 hours. Okay, now is half-hour time, is it now? Yeah, you are good. Thank you ever so much for giving yourself time in the committee and also deliberate as much as you can. Now the meeting has attended. Secretary, don't you have announcement in terms of this thing of no meeting for next week?
Yeah, no, that's fine, Chair. Can I continue?
Yes.
Yeah. So the next engagement is on Friday the 1st, that dialogue. From what is it? From fossil fuels to renewable energy at the Capitol on 15 Orange. That will be on Friday, starting at 9 o'clock. Yeah, those members who indicated that they will be attending, we will be in contact with them with
Where
regard.
will be the meeting, Ulrich?
What is it? What is the Capitol on 15 Orange, Chair? Yeah, in Cape
The
Town,
name of
Chair.
the place?
Capitol on 15, Chair. Orange Hotel.
I don't know that. About
Yeah, maybe Vuyo. Vuyo, are you on the platform? Doesn't look as if Vuyo is on the platform, Chair. But we will be in contact with regard to the transport, Chair.
next time.
Yeah. I think Vuyo is there now, Chair.
Okay, but next time you must ask Vuyo to what is it that is going to happen, so that if she's not on, you can be able to know and not wait for Vuyo to connect, please. Vuyo,
No, it's
over
fine.
to-
Vuyo is on the platform, Chair.
Good morning, members. I've arranged transport to pick up members straight from the parks to 15 on Orange. The time will be 7 o'clock, Chair, because the program started at 8:30. Thank you, members. It's gonna be, I gave the driver all your details, the phone numbers and your house numbers. Thank you.
Thank you for your honorable members. That's it. And yeah, that's all that we can report for now. And then if there are any additional information or changes, we will inform you through your phones and also your WhatsApp. Thanks
Chair,
ever so much.
Chair, can I just say something? It's Lee. With regards to Friday's dialogue, me and the content advisor for minerals was working on a paper for that, so the members should get it today. He's just finalizing it, so the paper will be out today.
Who's that?
It's Lee. It's Lee, Chair.
No, who's
Oh,
preparing this paper?
Sibu Yile, the content advisor for minerals.
Okay.
It will be sent today to the members.
Okay. Thank you very much. Then we have to share that also with mineral and energy so that we talk on the same language and same platform in terms of presenting there if we have to present. Thank you ever so much. The meeting has been adjourned.
Thanks, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Chair.
Chair.
Bye, colleagues.